Now ain't this a surprise?
Die already so I can take your stuff! Huh?
It's nothing! You need to do better than that!
It's a fine day with you around. Please don't mind Yorick. He's not mad. Really, he's not.
Staying safe, I hope. Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem. No lollygagging.
Ah, steel plate.
Have you seen my mother? I'm still waiting for her to come home.
Jürgen and I both work hard. All the... I think I can teach you a thing or two. No, don't have much to do, so I tend to try things out. They don't usually work, but I try. Next thing I know, I've used up most of my stock. I picked up the trade when I was a girl. One of the temple healers staying here on a pilgrimage showed me the basics. She had a book with her, Song of the Alchemists, that I used to read over and over. I miss having a copy. Really? I'd be happy to show you a bit about herbs if you find the book. Until next time.
Running an inn weren't my plan, but here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Yeah,
I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying.
I don't get many customers, but that leaves me time to try things out. Yeah?
Well,
Need something?
look at you. If only everyone acted like you did. Tamriel is full of wisdom and magic, if one is willing to look for it. Few have their eyes open.
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire...
Auxiliary? Keep your guard up. If you've been... I do what I can to see that... There aren't any houses for sale in Morthal, but if you're interested, I could sell you land in the Hold where you could build your own house. Excellent. We're glad to have you as a landowner in Hjalmarch. Here's the title to your steading. If you don't mind getting your feet wet, your best bet is to head north past the mill. The odd tomb or two along the way won't bother you. The land is on the coast across from the Karth Delta from Solitude. An inspiring location, as you'll see. There's news of rebellion against the Empire. Strange noises have been heard in the marshes at night. And then, the tragedy with Rogar's home.
One of the gods said... Aye, now that's some fine armor. Good old-fashioned steel. Now I remember. You're that new member of the Companions.
I get lost sometimes. I'm not sure where I go, but I'm not here.
The mill is my responsibility, and that's what I care about. I just want to be left alone to do honest gold for honest work. Until next time.
I'm the best warrior in Morthal, and that's no... You want me to prove it? I bet 100 gold I can take you, bare-handed. Just your own two hands. Weapons and magic are out. Now let's see what you got. Come on, let's see what you're made of. Now that was a punch. You're a real fighter. I like that.
Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Hjalmarch. Congratulations! I grant you this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now.
Yeah? The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor. Excellent. Lead on, Thane.
What is it?
Trees. They're beautiful here. Reminds me of autumn at home. The fall forest makes me miss my childhood. Playing among the towering trees in Valenwood and living with my brethren. Seeing the sorry state of this city almost makes me regret my decision to leave my home when my apprenticeship completed.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company...
What do you want, Cat? When you told me of your intent to join the Thief's Guild, I honestly didn't think we'd have much to speak about ever again. Yet here you are with my weapon that you could have easily sold or kept for yourself. Forgive me for my hasty opinion of you. I see that I was wrong, and that there is much I can learn from you. If you'd permit me, I'd be honored to accompany you in your travels for a time. You already appear to have someone with you.
I've never seen Mjolnir.
What do you need, Thane?
The city really gets to her.
I'll return to High Moon Hall in Morthal until you need me again, Thane.
A fine day. You already appear to have someone with you.
Mjolnir told me that it isn't
Well
this bad
met,
everywhere.
friend. I'm right behind
One day
you.
I'll take her out and see if she's right.
I'm itching for a fight. Anything, as long as I get to fight. Did you need something?
Mjolnir's brought me nothing but
Anything
safety
else
and
before
peace
you
of
go?
mind. And some lessons with the blade.
It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Erin, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago. It was Erin who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason, so I stayed. All set. Let's go. People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
I can see that... If you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead alone, then the answer is yes. You think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help me? Guess again. Leave the dirty work to old Alessandra. Look, I didn't ask for this job. I got stuck with it thanks to my father. I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Windhelm and give my ceremonial dagger to Anders, the caretaker. I believe once it's interred with my father's remains, I'll be at peace with his memory. I hadn't asked you because I was afraid you'd say no. I appreciate your help. Here, I'm entrusting you with the dagger. Bring it to Anders and he'll take care of the rest. My father was a priest of Archay. All my life was spent around the dead, being forced to learn the proper burial rituals and prayers. I never had any friends. Who'd want to spend time with the weird little girl who hangs around dead people? So I grew up with a miserable trade. This is all I know how to do. Prepare and inter the deceased. A priest of Archay is entrusted with a ceremonial dagger once they've completed their training. It's usually given by the head priest who sanctified the ritual. In my case, the head priest happened to be my father. The thing is, I never wanted to follow in his footsteps. In some ways, I still don't. I had to, for honor's sake, but I had waited too long. My father died before he could see my training to completion. When I finally became a priest, they gave me the new High Priest's dagger, but I already owned my father's. So you see, I have to return it. It breaks tradition, and I need to tell him that I finally did what he wanted.
Walking the breadth of Skyrim has always filled my heart.
Be cautious. The pilgrimage to the shrine is not an easy one. Anything else?
I can't believe Grelot is dead. I had no love for the woman, but to be murdered in cold blood. Why, yes. Yes, of course. What a wonderful surprise. First, I'll need to ask you a few questions. Your name? What do you do for a living? What? If you aren't going to be... Wait. Sure, you're serious. Well, all right then. Where will your child be living? Very well. That's all I need from you. Congratulations. I think you'll make an excellent parent. Go meet the children and decide who you'd like to adopt.
Victory is yours! Enough! I'll have your head, God!
Go on, speak to the children. I'm sure they're eager to meet you.
Pick me! Pick me!
I've seen enough death to last 3 lifetimes.
Pick one of the others.
Yet
My mother and father brought me here a year ago. They said they'd be back soon, but they're awfully late. I guess it would be alright if you want to adopt me. At least until my real parents get back. Bye.
I'm strong and quick. I've been the only girl here since forever. The boys pick on me, and they make me do all the chores. You want to adopt one of us, right? I'm strong, I'm fast, I'm smart. I can do anything better than them. Come on, pick me, please. Bye.
You're here to adopt. I'm Roar. You know, like the sound the lion makes? That's what my mother used to say. I want to be big and strong like a lion, too. Someday. Alright then. Are you really good? Name's Samuel. Never met my parents. Grelot said my mother worked here at the orphanage, but she died when I was born. Constance and the others are nice enough, but I want to have a real family. Bye. I used to hate it here, but it's not so bad anymore. Constance
Need
is
something?
real good to us.
Really? Are you sure? Yay! Thanks, Mr. Papa. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
Why someone like you want to hang around a place like this?
I need to get my things and say goodbye to everyone.
Need something?
I'll meet you at home. Thanks. Thanks so much.
I was named after the sound a lion makes. You know, roar! Really?
I need to get my things and say goodbye to everyone. I'll meet you at home. Thanks. Thanks so much.
Hi there.
Congratulations. I hope you have a wonderful life together.
yet?
Ah, there you are. It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever. You jest, but they've been able to avoid identification for years. They're obviously well-funded, driven, and patient. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly. Because the parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of name is Gullumai. Gullumai is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, and see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
Good morning. I can't believe Gullumai's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong, he could scam a beggar out of his last septim. But he's no mastermind. Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullumai, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gullumai's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. Just head right back to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gullumai's holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well. Gullumai works in the East Empire Company warehouse. He helps maintain all of the shipments of goods that goes in and out of Solitude. That means he has the pick of the litter from some of the finest goods to grace Skyrim shores. He isn't exactly in the guild, but he pays us a cut of all the stuff he lifts from the warehouse. A mercantile group that has established ports all over Tamriel. They pretty much dominate the whole shipping industry. The Emperor himself supposedly backs them, which means they don't get their feathers in a ruffle. There are thieves, and then there is Gullumai. No honor, no code at all. He'd shake your hand and stab you in the back at the same time. The cut he's supposed to provide the guild has dwindled as of late. He says pickings in the warehouse are slim, but I'm certain he's lying. Keep your eyes on him. He's quite crafty. Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gullumai alive, but remind him who we are.
Pull up a seat. Have a drink.
So, you're Brynjolf's new pro? Maven was down here right before you got back, and she was all smiles. Haven't seen her like that in a long time. Whatever you did at Hunningbrew, you're now on her good side. Best of all, if she's happy, Mercer's happy. Keep it up, and you'll go places.
Yeah, funny about that. The price was 100 higher than I
Recently,
expected.
a woman was found,
you
naked
have
and
no
shivering
shame.
along the
I'll
road
give
to
you the rest,
Dawnstar.
like I said.
The only
I
information the
want that
guard
hammer.
could get from her were tales of strange experiments, and Arundel scribbling in his journals. Good. I was hoping you hadn't forgotten about it. As promised, here's your payment for bringing them to me. Got it as part of a fair trade from my client. Aye.
Back with... Didn't muck it up, I hear. Good. Here's your share. I handle the burglary, shell, sweep, and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs. Pretty simple. Break into a house, grab a specific item, and get out before they realize what's going on. The catch is you can't kill anyone who lives there, or you forfeit the payment. You ready for some good old-fashioned burglary? Good. Here's what you need to do.
Oh, you're back.
What do you need? Be seeing you.
I journey with my father on hunting expeditions into Morrowind. The cliff racers mean for excellence. My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations too high. I heard something. What was that? God,
Who's there? I'm being attacked!
Over here! I love the cold air. It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my Norse blood. Something about
I should have known it was only a matter of time before they found us. It's the price we pay for openly recruiting. We'll have to step up our defenses. I don't suppose you have some good news for me. Of course. Why did I suppose differently? Fine. Tell me what you know. A woman trapped in there? That doesn't make any sense. Who is she? More importantly, where is she? And so you delivered her to them. They what? And you didn't stop them? You didn't secure the scroll? So they have everything they wanted, and we're left with nothing. By the Divines. This couldn't get much worse. This is more than you and I can handle. Well, of course we do. I'm old, not stupid. We're just going to need some help. If they're bold enough to attack us here, then this may be bigger than I thought. I have good men here, but there are people I've met and worked with over the years. We need their skills, their talents, if we're going to survive this. If you can find them, we might have a chance. Right to the point, aren't you? I like that. Not like those fools in the Order. We should keep it small. Too many people and we'll draw unwanted attention to ourselves. I think we'll want Serene Gerard. Breton girl, whip smart and good with tinkering. Fascination with the Dwemer. Weapons in particular. Last I knew, she was out in the Reach. Convinced she was about to find the biggest dwarven ruins yet. Might need a little convincing, but she should. You'll also want to find Gunmar. Big brute of a Nord. Hates vampires almost as much as I do. This would help. Trolls in particular, from what I hear. Last I knew, he was out scouring Skyrim for more beasts to tame. Bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan. Keep your eyes open.
good.
Give them the dogs, boys!
It's just me and my mother at the mill. I hope you're not here to start some trouble. I'll fight you if I have to.
If you see my good-for-nothing husband Leifnar on your journeys, tell him he's no longer welcome here. He said he was going east towards the border of Morrowind to trade some of our grain to some folks at Broken Helm Hollow. I waited and waited, and he never came back. Probably shacked up with some elven whore. Good riddance to him, I say. If I only knew where he was, I'd sure give him a piece of my mind. Good. If you see him, tell him Grosta said he can go straight to Oblivion. He's not welcome here anymore.
I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud.
With just myself and one child, it's damn near impossible. With Leifnar gone, it's really put me in a terrible bind. I'm having trouble making ends meet. At this rate, we won't last more than a few more seasons at best. Then I'll just have to sell the old place. Well, he said that a few men have been going by to some of the local farms, promising a good price from all the local mills and farms. Leifnar said they'd pay double what you can usually get at the markets. The catch was, he had to head out there with our wood. So not only is Leifnar gone, but a good bit of our supplies as well. Remember to tell that bastard I never want to see his ugly face again. Men are utter pigs. They only care about one thing. Watch the walls for the sphere constructs. They can appear in the blink
It's
of
a
an
simple
eye.
job, Drennan. We get in, we steal the lexicon, we leave. Don't get jumpy.
If you two cannot handle this, we can find others to hire.
Enough. Their services will be more than adequate. Let us continue.
This place is unbelievable.
Indeed. Avanchenzell is as much a library as it is a city, built to hold the vast memories of the Dweller.
Never been a sellsword. Never trade.
Help!
metal things ignoring us.
Avanchenzell is waiting.
Waiting for what?
No one seems to know. Perhaps the return of the Dwemer. Perhaps the end of the world.
Best get rid of the ones we see, just in case. I told you, you should have hired a thief.
We are thieves, you fool. We're stealing the cube.
And yet none of us can pick a damned lock. This place is huge.
It is large indeed. I did not anticipate Avanchenzell's size or the time needed to uncover the entrance. A few hours sleep and we should be ready to continue through.
Maybe we should turn back. I don't want to sleep here.
Drennan, you do understand that the lexicon at the bottom of this place holds the accumulated memories of centuries of Dwemer.
Not to mention our pay.
So?
So we're not turning back, you fool.
Besides, you're not scared of a few sleeping metalmen, are you, Drennan? you said these things were sleeping.
You said they were sleeping. I said they were waiting. It seems a few of them were waiting for someone to try and take the lexicon.
Great.
We shouldn't be here. I'm sorry.
Drennan!
Let the field mouse run. Your pay will be double.
My pay will be nothing if we die in here.
Calm yourself, Freya. We are closing in on the lexicon. I can feel it calling. We'll continue without Drennan.
So we grab it and we get out, right?
Once we have the lexicon, we'll need to take it to its podium. I know what to do from there. Soon the lexicon's knowledge will be mine.
Ours. Soon the lexicon's knowledge will be ours.
Of course. There. I can hear the lexicon. Come on, quickly.
Something doesn't feel right. Wait!
You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was fearless and took too many risks. But that's what it was all. I remember a cutpurse trying to rob me on the road once. When I drew Grim Sever, I think the poor man soiled his armor.
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time. Keep your guard up. Miss Temba is much happier now that... Hello, my friend. My father taught me an important lesson many years ago. He said, Gwilyn, you have the whole world before you. Go out and... So I took his advice, and here I am. This life might not look like much to you, but I'm content. And isn't that all that matters?
When I was young, I journeyed.
I always
with
thought
my
it was
father
odd that
hunting
there's a layer of thick
into
clouds
my
covering the peak of the mountain
cliff
above the
racers made for
monastery.
excellent sport.
Huh. Not sure what's up there, but I bet the Greybeards know. Have yourself a great day.
Now that our drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. If you pass through again, stop by for a drink.
Such a fine day. Smell the air. Isn't it wonderful?
Now here's a man I'm glad to see.
One of the guards said he saw a mage appear at the female. Claimed it was one of those secret ones.
I've seen enough death to last 3 lifetimes. Yet I never tire of a good fight. Danger's about, I can tell. Be cautious. father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him. When the weather permitted, Aaron and I would often walk the Rift's forests. The trees here are so beautiful.
Hello.
This is the first time I've set foot in Windhelm. What a dreary place.
By the gods, this can't be happening!
I hope someday we'll get to know each other better. Sometimes the difference.
Let me
between life
guess.
and death is a switch.
Someone stole your sweet roll. Indeed. I thought you captured the butcher. You said the city was safe now. How could this have happened? Obviously. You should visit the Bloodworks to talk to Woundfirth. We need to figure out where the evidence went wrong.
My father says we need to just get on with our lives. Like it's that easy.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some meat.
If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can we.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long. My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in
You
Tamriel.
one of those
I think they're
Skyrim
wrong.
for the Nords
It's
types?
magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
And you're right, at least as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war? Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malthyr. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords and the folk beneath them. Show those marauders what Windhelm justice tastes like.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
Yes? Is that so? I've been wondering when he'd come around. Oh, what's this?
I love the cold air.
You're quite
It's
brave to
exhilarating.
carry such a message.
Perhaps it's because of my Nordic
It's a
blood,
pity you've
but
chosen the
there's
wrong
something
side.
about it that makes me feel
You can
alive.
return this axe to the man who sent it, and tell him he should prepare to entertain visitors. I expect a great deal of excitement in the city of Whiterun in the near future. I have shown the people that when our Jarls drink the Empire's milk, it makes us weak. I must now show them the path that will lead us back to our strength. There is no progress without sacrifice, no wheat without threshing the chaff. The Empire and the Jarls who back them must be swept away. The people demand it. I demand it. Sooner than you think.
Watch yourself out there.
Keep your... Think you might be in the wrong place, friend.
Huh?
I hope someday we'll get to know each other better. It's for sale if you've got the coin. That's your best offer? I suppose so. She's the one with the saddle.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking!
Well, I don't know. Not yet. It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Salukunier, Zil Grotova Ursa. Sled.
Gods above, look at it. It's true, isn't it? We really are Dragonborn.
I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
Really? Where?
Interesting. Same dragon.
Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion, the ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you. Boys, girls, dogs, elders. I have a home again. A family. I almost can't believe it. Thank you. Thanks for everything. Braith is a big meanie. She keeps telling Lars and me what to do. I don't want to play with her anymore. Take care. Papa! Need something?
I've really missed traveling like this. Walking the bridge. Of Skyrim has always filled my heart with excitement.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kind scroll this time. Heard about you and your honey birds.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
You and me. She finally decided to return it to her father. Bless her heart. I will make sure this finds its way to his tomb as soon as possible. Thank you for bringing it, my child. The blessing of Arcay be upon you.
Where my bread is long winter.
Staying safe, I hope.
Sir,
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Take a moment to
Right then.
Standing around is rubbish. You should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks. I'm not a man. My brother takes counsel from Proventus Avenici. What a laugh. He takes counsel from his daughter, and she's a bloody blacksmith.
Where did they get catapults? The city walls are already falling apart as it is.
I remember
My scouts tell me they're loading them with fire.
When I drew
So,
Prince Ab-
you've returned with my axe. I knew that would be his response. As soon as you left, I sent word to General Tullius, who's been kind enough to lend us some of his troops, and Legate Scipius here. Let Ulfric try to make it past our combined forces. I'll turn you back over to your legion. Legate Scipius will have use for you. Gods be with us all. Ulfric Stormcloak's head on a pike. Do you think Ulfric really cares about Skyrim's independence or the welfare of its people? I promise you, he doesn't. He's nothing more than a barbarian renegade whose lust for power has cost the lives of countless innocents. Mutual advantage. Any fool can see that. For centuries, we have benefited from the Empire's protection and prosperous trade with the South. In exchange, the people of Cyrodiil sleep peacefully, knowing
men
their
will be
northern
fighting in
border is
flames.
guarded by the... My men
The
are
Stormcloaks
fearless.
are here, in
It's the
force.
Imperial milk
Get down to the
drinkers.
front line. This is it.
Now, if
We
you
must
don't
hold
mind,
the city.
I've got
Now
the
move
city
it.
to keep.
What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal anyway? It's a place where you would get...
Well? Where the hell are those damn Stormcloaks? It's not safe out here. Return to your home.